Oh, hey, we're back. I'm Matt. That's Erica, of course. Dueling Palates. Erica, why don't you show the group what we got going on today?
Oh, Atabey Spiritus action.
Oh, man.
Super excited. Never had
I'm
it.
very, I'm very excited about this. Erica, thank you for sending this over.
Yeah.
This is an exciting, I've been getting into Lanceros more in the past handful of months. So that's why this one was even extra exciting for me because just like you, we like the Atabey.
hmm
And so why not try out the Lancero? And have you had the Lancero before?
I've never had the Lancero. Um, I know. I remember Curtis when he was on our live that one time. He said it was, I think, mind blowing. And then Sal loves it too. So I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be really good.
Yeah, me as well. So as you get yours fired up there, a little bit about this for the people that care about that. This is 7.5 by 40 Lancero. The wrapper type is Ecuadorian, Connecticut, and binder, don't know, proprietary. Origin, Costa Rica. Costa Rica. So that's all we got. That's all we got. So, anyways, we're gonna fire these things up. We're gonna get a little ways into this, come back, let you know what we think. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody. We are about halfway through. Sorry about my ash from the ashtray. Don't worry about that. That is not plume mold. That is ash. Perfect burn line. This thing's been burning great, smoking great. Sometimes Lanceros can get plugged sometimes or whatever. This thing's perfect. Erica, why don't you start us off? What are you getting? How's it going for you?
Phenomenal. Construction is phenomenal. Draws perfect. No touch ups, none of that. Super impressed with that. Uh, and we've been messaging back and forth, but I was getting cedar, white pepper in the beginning, vanilla cream, and graham cracker, and now I'm getting like a nuttiness halfway through. And the white pepper, first of all, it wasn't stinging or offensive in the beginning. It was smooth, fucking good. I'm kind of getting like a touch of like cinnamon kind of note going on. And then there's a little bit of nuttiness on the palate. Can't pinpoint the nut, but it's super creamy, super delicious, super impressed.
Agreed.
hmm
So for me, I also got a lot of the same exact stuff. For me, it started out with some baking spice that did kind of get a little punchier. And I don't mean that like those of you watching, not punchy, not spicy or anything, but it did kind of turn to more of a mild white pepper. They're noticeable, but still very mild on that. Want to make that very clear. And right out the gate, I was thinking, man, am I getting marshmallow? But like I'm used to hearing like Sal talk about the marshmallow. And so I think it was in my head. And when you mentioned vanilla, I took a couple more puffs and I was like, you know what? Vanilla is more of a spot on for what I'm getting, that vanilla cream. And the nuttiness for me, shortly into the first third, I was getting hit, and I still am, with almonds. I'm clicking on almonds for me. I know you're at like a generic nuttiness. I'm leaning specifically towards almonds, and I've also got something similar to cinnamon, but my brain's clicking on nutmeg, which all kind of similar stuff, right? But
hmm
what else did I put? Vanilla cream. Yeah. So not much. Now I will say not much like transition. It's just kind of developing as it goes. Just kind of it's staying really solid. So and we're about halfway through or so. I can say as of right now, I really enjoy this Vitola.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you this real quick. I had the other day on the complete opposite spectrum of what this Atabey cigar is. I had an LFD double Lajero,
Oh, wow.
and I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. I've had the LFD double Lajero in some other sizes, but I had it in the Lancero. I really, really like that cigar. So if somebody doesn't like the marshmallow fluff cigars and you want something punchier, leatherier, coffee-er, check that out. Anyways, I say we jump off of here and we finish this delicious thing and come back
Yeah.
and tell the people what we think.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm a little further along, I think, but we are pretty much done with this Atabey Spiritus a Lancero. So right out the gate, I'm just going to say we're giving, before we get into the final third notes, we're giving this 4.8 stars. Is that right, Erica? 4.8?
Yep. Yes.
4.8 all day. So final third did transition. I don't want to say took a step back because we're still enjoying this. We've both had other Vitolas where the final third, I would say it took a step back. Get a little bit of acrid, get a little bit of you'd get citrus, but it'd be more of this on the sour end of things. They say they're not supposed to, but I've had about the last three that I had, it did. But this one, for me, the final third, citrus, butter, white pepper. The pepper kept kind of ramping up. Still not a pepper bomb by far. And be very, very clear for those that haven't had this. It's just, oh, okay, a little bit of pepper there, a little bit tingling. I like this. Just enough to add to it. The sweetness for me went from that vanilla cream, a little bit of marshmallow now and then, to more of a graham cracker. And yeah, that's how it ended, with just what I said right there. I thought there was more. That was it. So did transition a little bit, but not in an offensive way, not a bad way. Like I said, I've got this thing down to about as nubby as I go, and I'm happy with this. Erica, what about you?
Same. Butter and citrus was kind of more dominant profile for me. But those are two great flavors. The citrus wasn't an offensive, like bitter. It's more kind of like a sweeter orange peel kind of zest.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm here. I'm still gonna keep going. So it got really buttery. Overall, it's probably my favorite of this as well. Super phenomenal. And construction, burn, and everything was on point from light up to finish.
Yep. Agreed completely. I will definitely put a few of these in rotation, when I'm wanting this type of a profile.
Yep.
Just a great Connecticut, like you said, from beginning to end. Even this transition in the end, I want to call it a transition, not a step back, because for us, we're still thoroughly enjoying this final third. This will be, for me, the Atabey that I'll keep in rotation out of all the different Vitolas. I've enjoyed all the other Vitolas.
Yeah.
I would, if I want a sampler, or if I got a sampler that had all the Vitola, I'd be happy to smoke all of them. But this one here, it stands out to me. And that's why it's like, if I'm going to go out and be spending my coin on some Atabey, it's going to be the Lancero. It's great. And, there's some other Lanceros I like, Connecticut's, if nobody out there has had the Martinique, that's a great one. Yeah. So great cigar. 4.8. That's what we got. Erica, any final thoughts?
Nah, it's fucking banger.
That's it.
Delicious.
You heard it here first. Or maybe you didn't hear it here first, but maybe this is just confirmation that it's good. So, hey, everybody, thanks for watching Dueling Palates. We got a lot of other stuff in the works. It's just whenever we can get together to record the videos, we'll get together and we'll jam them out. So, yeah, be looking for more from us, and we will see you next time.